Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Yasmin binti Musli. I am from Group 3 and the topic for my assignment is job analysis. I will start my presentation by defining what is job analysis in human resource management. So, job analysis can be defined as the systematic and detailed procedure of recording and collecting data of employees and staffs under one organization to examine and determine skills and duties required from the job, as well as what type of person are required to fill in the position. There are several methods to collect information for job analysis. For example, the functional job analysis method, the position analysis questionnaire system, and task inventory analysis. The main purpose of conducting job analysis is to produce job description and job specification, which details out the duties and responsibilities of job performance, the condition under which the job should be performed, the nature of the task, the requirements needed and expected of the employees performing the job, as well as some conditions of employment such as hours of working and wages. So, job analysis information are used by managerial or supervisory roles to make decisions, especially during employment of new employees, review of employees' performance, as well as to determine promotion and rewarding for employees. Job analysis is usually performed by managerial or supervisory roles who have actual view of the work done instead of what is supposed to be done, because they are people in the field and they know the employees as well as the nature of the job. The involvement of these managers and supervisors in job analysis would increase their acceptance of any work changes after the process is carried out, but it could also bring some negative consequences such as the exaggeration of responsibilities and importance of the job due to the lack of objectivity, which is why sometimes organizations hire external analysts to perform the job in order to avoid problems such as biasness and lack of knowledge to perform job analysis by the managers and supervisors. The selection of job analysts, whether in the organization or external, depends on various factors such as the size of the organization, the location, as well as the complexity of the job.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. I'll be together. My name is Nur Farhana and I will be presenting the importance of job analysis. The first importance of job analysis is easier for selections and recruitment procedure, as the main purpose of job analysis is to collect data from all sorts of parameters, including the physical and mental requirement of one specific job. It is easier for recruitment and selection process to use this data. It is because the process in job analysis involved in collecting all the information on the job duties, on the specification of the job. When the announcement of the vacancy is made, they can simply include the possible qualification wanted for the vacancy. It is because job analysis points out all possible data or information that need for the requirement, so they can easily list out all the possible criteria, personal soft skill, level of experience, or maybe their educational qualification for the candidates or the applicant to be applied. So from this situation, it makes selection and recruitment process a lot easier, and this is also to ensure that the organization are able to recruit and select the most qualified candidates to be one of their workers for the vacancy. moving on to the second importance of job analysis would be assist human resource managers to decide compensation package. So compensation management is one of the conflicted department as it deals with the salary and extra allowance paid to the employees. So as the main purpose of job analysis is to collecting the data information including the performance of the employee, it can easily be used to decide the compensation package for the employees. So the salary, the extra allowance of the employees would be easily decided using their position, using the job title and the specification of the job. And this method is a real, unbiased method which the employee would finally deserve what they are working on. So employees were far away from being deprived for not being able to receive extra allowance or salary that meets their hardworking effort. So I further believe that job analysis would guide human resource managers in deciding how much an employee is worth. And last but not least, job analysis would be important to measure the performance of the employee. As we discussed earlier, the main purpose of job analysis would be to collect the data or the information on the performance of the employees. So every organization has its goals, mission and vision to be achieved. By conducting job analysis, it will be easier to identify the goals and the objective of each department in the organization. By doing so, managers can easily detect or easily evaluate the employees' performance by monitoring the quality of the performance or the desired output that they wanted to. So, according to Russell 2015, this method would help in deciding which department or production needed to be pushed at once. So, by doing job analysis, upper management can also properly monitor the performance of the employee so that they can evaluate their employees' performance. It can be a revelation part of which employees needed to be trained or needed to be developed immediately to enhance their skills. They might conduct a training or development skills to their employees so that they can enhance the employees' skills. Thank you from me, madam. That's all for the importance of job analysis.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Nadira binti Zailani. I will present about the process of job analysis. Job analysis are commonly used and help to manage with effectively and efficiently. Process of job analysis consists of collecting data and then analyzing it. The first process is planning the job analysis. Any process is useless until its purpose is established. Planning the job analysis shall assess the need for and the desired output. It is useless to invest human efforts, time, and money if you don't know why data should be gathered and what to do about it. Planning the job analysis is an essential. Planning the job analysis is prepared before the collection of data from managers and employees begins. The second process is a source of data. Who should be selected as a source of data is quite important in this process. Too much participation will lead to bias on inflating roles, duties, and responsibilities in favor of a task. But too less participation may result to suspicion about the motives behind the job. Thus, it can also lead to inaccurate information. So, job analysts, supervisor, and employees are must involved in conducting the job analysis and make sure to collect all the data that needed. The third process is methods of collecting data. Methods of collecting data is by collect the information about the task with using systematic techniques following on educational qualifications, employee behavior, and skills. Data is collected by using methods such as interviews, questionnaire, and observation. For an interview, the analyst must make judgment about the information. The methods that going to use depends on the size of supervisor or employees in order to collect the data. An example is employees are less than 10 people, interview is the suitable method. Developing the job description. Job description implies objective of the duties, tasks, and responsibilities involved in a job. It specifically defines the key roles and responsibilities of the job clearly. Current and accurate job descriptions improve efficiency and profitability of employees as it describes responsibilities and accountabilities of employees. Job descriptions aim to recruit and retain the best employees as it indicates that a company is organized, well-managed, and fair. Job description briefly describe of type of job and usually includes the duties of job. The last process is developing the job specifications. Developing of job specification is usually involve a listing of employees' educational qualification, experience, skills, and abilities required to meet the job description. Job specifications are generally used in the selection and recruitment of employees, but certain personal attributes can appear in both job description and job specification, such as experience and education. Job specification converts the job description into required human qualification, which help in recruiting appropriate people for suitable position to perform the job in the best possible way. In the conclusion, after the 5 processes that will have the recruitment, selection, training, and development. So, the process of job analysis helps to define the importance of a specific job, eliminate unneeded, and so on in human resources management. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Putri Rohalida bin Abdul Aziz, and today I will present about the issue or problem in job analysis. So the first issue in job analysis is lack of management support. The main issue occurs when the management fails to get adequate help from a job analysis. So to maximize the efficiency or profitability of the operation, the top management must convey it to the middle level manager and employees. In the case of improper communication, employees can take this the wrong way and start searching for other options available. So the second issue is time and cost of work analysis. Standard costs involve work analysis and consultancy. Licensing fees related to the use of proprietary work data, also missing production, interviewing costs, and everything. Administrative costs quantify, interpret, prepare, and revise the result of a knowledge. Even those who do not do cost-benefit analysis do suffer from organization. So the third issue is lack of cooperation from employees. Cooperation in the workplace is perhaps one of the most important influences on productivity and job analysis, especially in a team-based environment. If you are talking about the true and reliable job data collection, it's almost difficult to get the real and valid data with the employee have. If they are not willing to cooperate, the method of performing job analysis is a complete waste of time, resources, and human effort. The fourth issue in job analysis is inability to identify the need of job analysis. Job analysis is to help employees to achieve the aim by identifying the requirement, the need of job analysis. If the goals and need of the job analysis process are not adequately defined, then the whole study and evaluation side is futile. Manager will determine in advance why this project is being undertaken, what its target are, and what to do about the data being collected and registered. The last issue is biasness of job analysis. The issue of biasness in job analysis, it must be avoided to avoid the conflict. A fair and objective approach is a must when carrying out the cycle of job study. To get a real and genuine data, a job analyst must be unbiased in his or her approach. It is easier to outsource the process or employ a qualified work analyst if it can be avoided.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Nurina Sasha Adira binti Muhammad Nasir, and I would like to talk about the recommendations. Workplace flexibility has an advantage for employers and employees that influence employee engagement, job satisfaction, and retention. Organizations should consider implementing flexible working that shows positive benefits for team effectiveness and organizational productivity when flexible working is carefully managed. The first recommendation is to make a formalized arrangement. Most work flexibility implemented on a particular purpose such as flexi-time to gain maximum benefit on organizational performance. Managers should limit the amount of flexibility allowed and ask employees to specify in advance the days and hours they would like to work. Besides, ensure clear communication including setting boundaries and managing expectations towards the employees. This is one of the best practices to overcome specific management issues with virtual team, where it is important for promoting close cooperation among the teams, establishing processes for gathering information, and maintaining norms and procedure from the beginning. Next is implementing a consistent practices across teams to ensure perceived fairness. In order to have a consistency in decision-making and a formal organizational policy, employees who hold the role of human resource should be ensured some consistency in application of flexibility work arrangement, policy, and procedure to identify instances of favoritism or inconsistencies between managers and departments. Lastly, the employees could consider requesting for flexible working on an individual basis, such as that managers are open to requests for flexible working and consider each request on its merits using consistent principles. The key to facilitating flexible works rests with managers' willingness to exhibit a trusting and results-oriented work style in which productivity is measured based on work product rather than work practices.
My name is In conclusion, job analysis is an essential discipline for the effective management of the human resources of an organization. It is the process of getting relevant information about jobs and it equally specifies the tasks involved in a job and the factors that influence the performance of the job. It acts as the basis of the decisions involving human resource planning, recruitment and solutions, training and development, compensations, fixations, jobs evaluations, performance evaluations, career management, and health and safety of employees. So that we can conclude that job analysis is one of the important terms in human resource. It is a way to determine the nature of the job and the duties employee has to perform. It also provides information about what kind of people should be hired for a particular job profile. It is a systematic way to collect information and make judgment about all the things that related to the job analysis. That's all from us. Thank you.